sacrifice life for his woman.
There's a study that says when a man gets married to a woman, his life is longer.
Welcome to Date, Affirm, the Real, our live podcast talking about today's relationships and its effects on us all. Please welcome our hosts, Keya McClain, the poet, and Shimeka, the dog therapist. Let's get real.
What up?
And we in the house.
We in this building again. Again. Did y'all miss us?
We here.
Did y'all miss us? I'm sending some invites out on Instagram, and we're gonna get this thing started. What y'all think about that?
Yeah.
What y'all think about that? What up, everybody? I'm Keya McClain, the poet.
And I'm
It's
Shimeka,
my awesome cousin.
wrong way. The dog therapist.
Y'all know I do that shit every time. Every time I do it. You be like, wrong way, cousin. Yeah. What's up, y'all? What's up? We see y'all coming in on the IG side. What is up, everybody?
Hello, everyone. Hello.
Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening.
So, I didn't tell my cousin about this, but I'm actually going to ask a hypothetical question before we get into our actual topic this evening. I want to get you all feedback. Since people are jumping in so quickly on IG, I better get their attention quickly with this hypothetical question. But look, y'all know what we got to do. The hourglass. When the sand runs out, the podcast is over. So tune in, comment, share your questions, your comments, and all of those good things. What up, Junior Lily? Our other co-host. What up with you?
Hello.
So here's my hypothetical.
Go ahead.
Before we get into our topic this evening.
I'm nervous.
So, okay. Here's the hypothetical.
I need to clutch my pearls.
Clutch your pearls, child, because this is a doozy.
Yeah, what you about to give me?
Okay. So let's say you have a friend that tells you she has a crush on somebody. Okay. Mm-hmm. And you don't know who this person is, right? Mm-hmm. But this person is like connected to somebody else that this friend knows. Uh-huh. Okay. And so you meet this person at a later date, and you don't know that this person is the person that your friend had this crush on. And apparently this crush has been a crush for like many, many years, right? Uh-huh. And the friend is like, yeah, I just had this crush on this person forever, but I would never move on it. It's just a crush, right? Mm-hmm. So then this other friend meets this person at some later date, doesn't initially know that this person is the person that the friend has this crush on, right? Mm-hmm. So this other friend meets him and they like hit it off, right? This other friend and this guy who the friend has a crush on, they hit it off, right? But then she finds out that this guy is the guy that the friend has a crush on. Okay. Uh-huh. So knowing that set of information, what are your thoughts about that? Do you think that that's okay for the friend to continue to talk to that man if she knows that the other friend had a crush on him?
Honestly, if they're mature, it'd be okay because she hadn't even stuck to him. But here's the issue too, though. Okay. I think it depends on the friendship, right? I think and the maturity level of the friends, right? Because if you didn't step to him, you're like, I just liked him from afar. Then you were like, I'm not going to step to him, right? Mm-hmm. Now, if he's old girl's man now, and you still have a crush on him, will that friend be like, oh my gosh, she has a crush on you, or would it be like, see, okay, because see, me and my friends would be like, well, how is his penis? You know, like, because we'll know, like, okay, that's not ours, it's yours, but let's have the conversation, you know. And I wouldn't be fearful that friend, because I don't, people that have in my life now, like, I wouldn't be fearful that it would be some issues.
Okay, so what if the friend who didn't know that was who said really shy? LOL.
That was Marcus.
Didn't have a name attached. That was Marcus. Oh, okay. So, okay.
He did what? When? Where? Junior
Who
Lily.
did what? When? Where? How? Okay. I see your comment.
It ain't no fun if the homies can't have nothing. No, I'm just playing.
Okay. So listen. Let me take this to another level. Okay. So the friend who has the crush on the person is basically a family friend to the guy who she has a crush on. So she's friends with one of his relatives, and she's basically a family friend to them, right? Okay. And she has a crush on this guy. Mm-hmm. And then this other girl is kind of like a new member of the friend group. Mm-hmm. So she's heard them talk about this person, but she didn't know this person. Mm-hmm. But again, when she meets this person,
they hit it off though.
They hit it off, mm-hmm. And she doesn't realize that this is the same guy. She finds out by the end of the night, right? Mm-hmm. But by now, she's like, I like dude. We clicked, like, right?
And nobody else clicked with him. So,
and the other chick is visibly upset about them connecting, right? So in that instance, what would you do? Come on, y'all ain't saying nothing. Y'all on here. What's your feedback? What's your thoughts?
She mad? Oh, how good a friend? She's a new friend. And it's penis. You can get some penis anywhere.
You lose. Okay. I didn't share with you all that my friend Bina is here with me in the room, and her comments, because she can't comment because she's just sitting here with us. She says, you snooze, you lose.
Yeah.
Anybody else? What are your thoughts? Let's talk about this before we get into the topic. I want to get you guys thoughts.
Okay. I would feel
you would feel guilty.
I would feel guilty.
But why would you feel guilty?
If she felt bad, right? If she felt bad. But then I would try to have a conversation with her, like, but you didn't step to him. You know, you said it was just a crush from afar.
Wait, we got another comment.
Who did?
First girl, shit out of luck. It's not popped up there yet. Marcus,
I see it on Instagram. I got my phone right here.
First girl, shit out of luck. Okay, we got a comment here.
He said this
sounds like a tricky one, but we are grown folk, is what Julia Lily is saying.
I know, but if she feels bad, but I'm a new friend. If I'm the new friend and I don't really know these chicks like that, I might be like, you snooze or you lose. Because I'm still trying to get to know them.
Yeah.
How? Because then I'm like, dang, but you know, penis can be anywhere, you know, but I can get penis anywhere.
But you can't have connection everywhere, right? You can't.
Yeah.
You don't always find connection with people. So
yeah, if it's a connection, I'll be like, you know what? This is what. If it's a connection, and it's not just we're just, you know, whatever. If it's a connection, I think I'd be like, I would talk to her and be like, look, this is a connection here, and you guys clearly didn't have one, and it's okay. And I wouldn't say that, but I would just be like, you know.
And so you wouldn't feel the need to try to appease your friend by shutting that down.
No, if we had a connection,
would you shut it down with the guy to appease your friend that you got this strong connection to?
The dating pool is so slim. If I find a guy that I'm connected with, I'm riding with him.
Did you hear?
There's a connection, yeah. There's a connection, and it's not just for penis. If it's just for penis, then I'll be like, it's not that serious. and I'll keep the friendship.
Penis out one. Penis out one. Penis is out. Marcus, you crazy, man. You're crazy.
Everywhere.
Okay, now I want to hear from Junior Lily.
Throw their penises at people all the time. They're always gonna take pictures and show.
I want to hear from Junior Lily because he said something that's not a clear answer, and I want a clear answer, Junior Lily.
Yeah,
Mr. Don.
He was playing it safe.
This sounds like a tricky one, but we are grown folk. What does that mean? Elaborate on that a little bit further for me. I want you to elaborate on that response because
wait a minute. He said penis, connection, or friends before skins.
Crazy.
Friends before skins. I never heard that one.
Okay. Don't let Marcus rub off on you, Don. Do not let Marcus rub off on you, okay? Marcus got issues. Don't go down that road with him.
Friends before skins. Hilarious. That should have been the title, huh? No.
Do not go down that road with him. Oh my God. Okay.
That's hilarious.
So he says that means that we have to accept the outcome of life. Okay.
Which would be?
Okay.
I feel like
he doesn't want to give a concrete answer, cousin. We're gonna move on.
That's what I feel like.
Because that's not a concrete answer. But
we have to accept
it.
You're doing good, like around the corner. You're doing good with around the corner.
That's a around the corner answer again. But it sounds like the first answer, but okay. We'll move along. You don't want to answer that question. Talk about Marcus is okay with me. I know he is, Papa George. I know. That's Papa George saying that, by the way.
Papa George?
Mm-hmm. That's Papa George talking about Marcus is okay with me.
He okay with me. He all right with me.
That's
what he said.
Okay, he says there are some things we can control and other things that are beyond our control.
You know what? And yet still. I'm
going to go ring around the rosy.
I'm not gonna pull up. I'm gonna go around the corner.
I ain't about that life for real. I'm just going, hey. I ain't got no answer. Ain't nobody putting me in the hole. He gonna be like, in 10 years, somebody gonna pull that damn clip on me. Remember when Junior Lily said it's okay to sleep with the person your friend got a crush on? That's all you need. We don't want no problem. We don't want you to have no problems. No problems. No problems.
Trying to be a politician.
He got a future we don't know nothing about.
Right.
So we gonna chill out. That's your answer. There are some things we can control and other things that are beyond our control. Right. Yes. We're gonna go with that answer.
Right. He's like, ha. Hey.
Popping collars. We got you.
He said drive by. Exactly.
We got you. We are very clear. Okay, so nobody else wanted to share their opinions on that. We got 2 opinions. One very clear answer. First girl is shit out of luck. The second answer is ring around the rosy. Bina said it's a negative. I don't care about the first girl. The dating pool has pee and boo-boo and shit in them.
You know what, for real though? Look, wait a minute. She ain't never lied. Is she single?
She's single.
She ain't never lied. It is so hard to find a mother. If you got to connect, it's so hard to find a mother.
So if you think somebody should be waiting when they have a connection with somebody because you had a crush on them for 20 years?
We're jumping in because these ninjas out here is something else. Something else. They something else.
Yep.
They met. I would apologize, and I would say you should at least say hi to them, and make
So you would apologize to your friend?
I would apologize, but I will also let her know I had no clue this was the same individual.
Okay. Well, since you said that, let's very quickly see what if you knew that was him?
I wouldn't even talk to him. I don't think I would have talked to
I
him.
wouldn't have talked to him.
I would have avoided him. So we wouldn't even know we had a connection.
So you wouldn't have even known.
If I had known that was him, I would say, hey, one of my friends like you, can I introduce you to her? I would have played the love connection.
I would have.
You wouldn't have?
I wouldn't play the love. I don't know if I would have played the love connection. Because she didn't do it.
Yeah, that's true. She had 20 years, right?
We not little kids. When you get what you get it.
Get it.
Get it.
You say get it.
I'm not doing love connection.
Yeah, I tend to agree with you on that. I feel like if that was somebody she truly wanted to connect with,
and for
she
years,
had 20 years.
Staring.
She had 20 years to connect with this person, and so I don't think that was a true. Like it was just a little childish crush to me. Because if you truly like somebody, you wouldn't wait 20 years to say something.
I missed the 20 years.
Nah.
Yeah. She was a family friend.
And here's the thing, he didn't say nothing, so he didn't think she was, because the guy approach is somebody he's interested in, no matter if it is a friend, childhood friend.
Yeah.
You know?
I agree with that. Gatekeeping the man. All right. Babe, did you know that was a great segue into what our topic is? Damn, you're kind of dope. I gotta see why I married you. The topic tonight: no spark, but plenty of matches. That's the title of tonight's discussion. No spark, but plenty of matches. Now, one of our viewers sent me a video and said, "I would love for you and Shimeka to talk about this." And so I sent the video to Shimeka over a month ago at this point, and I said, "Hey, this is going to be our next topic." Now you remember.
Mm-hmm.
I know, ADHD ass. So, babe, you want to go ahead and play that clip, and then we'll get right into the combo.
Ladies, hear me out. Is it possible that so many women are single because they refuse to pass men along? This is what I mean. When I was heavily out there dating, and if a man was not what I was looking for, we weren't compatible, didn't want the same lifestyle, or, it just didn't work out, and we could have gone out on several dates, I will pass him along to someone that I might think is better suited for what he's looking for. Why don't women do that? Like, what is it? Like, what's this girl code that we don't pass men along that we're not interested in? And if someone you know's date him, it's a problem. But it wasn't a love connection for you. And for so many women to be single, don't you think that you can just pass them along and it's not a big deal? Just curious. Ladies and fellas, do you mind being passed along to someone that's better suited for you?
They don't care.
They don't care.
They don't care.
They're like,
that last question was unnecessary, girl. They don't care. They'll take whatever.
They don't care.
They'll take it.
Mm-hmm.
They'll take it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Did y'all hear that video?
That was good though.
That was good.
Yeah, but I think
now,
that's
the only thing I didn't agree with her on was at the very beginning, and she said, "I think this is why a lot of women are single." I disagree with that.
That they don't pass men on.
Yeah, I don't agree with that. Like, stop saying why women are single. Like, stop doing that.
No,
because we know a big part of why women are single, and it's because of the men. Some of it is because the women need to heal. Yeah. The men need to heal because neither of them are ready for relationships. It's a different, it's so many different reasons to that. Don't say that's why women are single.
So many, yeah.
I didn't like that.
Yeah.
But other than that, I felt like what she said was dead on. I have actually done that. I have actually met a guy and was like, he ain't really my cup of tea, but he cool. Like, he has these type of attributes. I know that that's going to be more in alignment with somebody that I know. So let me link y'all up, and hopefully it's a love connection, right? And they dated for some years. Like, it worked for them. I'm not really sure what happened that ended it, but nevertheless, I think that if you meet somebody that's not your person, sometimes we get wrapped up and be like, well, that's a good man. That's a good man, Savannah. We get caught up, right? But what about if that person is actually good for somebody else that you know. Wouldn't you want?
Mhm.
I would want my friend or that acquaintance I know to be happy.
Mhm.
And so, like Babe said, gatekeeping. I'm not trying to gatekeep this man. This man is good for somebody else that I know. I'm going to pass the torch. Here you
Mhm.
go. You meet him. You see if you guys have a connection and go from there.
Right.
And Babe said, pass that man on as long as if the feeling are non-existent for both parties.
Yeah.
And then Don said, no pass, no play. LOL.
Hilarious. Another title. A title. He got a title. Titles for days.
I mean, this damn writer, right? He's a writer.
Right.
He's a writer,
Exactly.
right? So this is what we get from him.
Right.
Now he got me thinking about my comments when they have their lives. Like, no, I don't think I write like a writer. I be writing like a woman. Like, what the hell you mean? No, but
that's right, babe. You're like,
yeah, I be like, that's good, babe. I love it, babe. I be supporting my man, clapping for my man.
Right.
Then I be giving Junior Lily his kudos. That's what's up,
Yes.
Junior Lily. That's what's up. Okay, what are you guys' thoughts about that video clip? I don't see any comments about the clip. What's your thoughts?
And I think, you know what? I think too, as we get older, I mean, like, as we get older, well, okay, not let me say as we get older, because there's a lot of people that are still older that's still in that not healed
Yes.
space. But I think in the healed space, it's not, because we know it's not about possession, right? Or a need to have a man. And so okay.
Be sorry about your braces.
I know, and my ring keep getting caught in it. But I think that's okay. I think that's awesome. You know, if you can be like, you know what, you be good for my homegirl.
Yeah.
You know, I think that'll be cool. I think that's healthy.
I think it's very healthy. First of all, it's healthy to identify, right? So we're going to start there. It's healthy to identify that a person is not your person.
Right.
And the way that you get there is by really understanding what you want. Because like, even when I was younger, unhealed, unclear, just really kind of all over the place. When I was in that space without clarity, it led me to making bad decisions, right? But when you get to a space where, okay, there's some clarity here, there's some understanding, there's some healing that's taking place. Now I know what it is I want. Yeah. Before I was meeting people, I had no clue of what I wanted. So I just thought, oh, we like each other, right? We slept together. So, oh, now we're in a relationship. But what we have to understand is I might like you as a person, but not as a partner, right? I might like you as a person, not as a partner. No, right. Two separate things.
Right.
So Junior Lily said, I feel people have memories and do not want to think of someone else living the dream they once had with that person.
That's not okay, though.
Well, I mean, and how do you create a life with somebody that you don't know?
Yeah,
like you're just maybe going on maybe
like if you're dealing with somebody. Wait,
because we're not talking about passing along somebody that you like we're in a full blown relationship with. We're talking about passing along somebody that you meet. And you go on 1, 2, maybe 3 dates, and you recognize, yeah, this is not my person. Not a full blown relationship. We ain't getting that comfortable in sharing now.
Yeah. but I think that would be a different conversation though. If it was like you saw your person with somebody else, right? A person you were dealing with somebody else, and still letting that go too, even if you have memories.
Yeah.
Because that's no longer.
I mean, even I can see any past person I'm with somebody else, and that doesn't trigger me.
And no, I won't blink an eye.
Yeah.
I won't blink an eye. Let it go. I don't remember penis after I had it.
It's gone in the wind.
Next.
Moving on.
What's the song? What's the name? Thank you. Next. Thank you. Next. What's her name? I can't think of her name.
You always do that. Didn't I tell you know the names of stuff before you start saying?
It pops up though. It pops up. Adriana, nope. I'm gonna stop.
You fired. You fired.
What's the girl name?
It's fired. I don't know.
She was the prince. She was on the Wizard of. She was on the Green Wizard of Oz. What's the movie? The movie.
Don't start Googling
Ariana
for her,
Grande.
Do
Ariana Grande.
Don't start Googling for her.
Ariana Grande. I got it.
You talking about that witch movie?
Yeah. No,
which movie?
The
Green Lady?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's about the Wizard of Oz.
Okay.
Whatever. What about jealousy? What about jealousy of seeing that man and your friend having success and you still single?
Okay. So here's where I say, who gives a shit?
Yeah, I want them. That's
I don't give a damn.
If that's my friend, I'm like, hey,
Babe,
and I'm okay with being single.
That's a good question, but we don't care.
I'm okay with being single. Like, it's not like I'm single because I can't get a man. I can get any
piece.
They out there.
Mm-hmm.
They be throwing their stuff out. But I'm looking for quality. So, but it's like, if you see, I celebrate with my friends. I'm like, all right. Boo.
Well, so my question would be with your question, but what about jealousy of seeing that man or your friend having success and you still single? You can't be my friend and be jealous of me. Me and Bina were just talking about that.
No.
Like, where does that even come from? So I don't have jealous friends. And if I do, they don't stick around very long because I can quickly identify that. So when you say, what about that person seeing me have success with this person, or my friend having success with that person? That's what I want to happen. That's why I did the introduction. I want that to happen. So I think that's what it really boils down to is you have to truly want to see the best happen for your friends.
Mm-hmm.
I would not do an introduction if I didn't want that. I want the best for you. That's why I felt like this is a quality dude. It's somebody that you would have things in common with. And that's why I'm making this introduction. Whatever happens from this, I hope it's the very best. But
yeah, you wish that for them.
But I'm certainly not jealous of whatever the outcome may come to be.
No, I'm celebrating with them.
Yeah.
Like, yay. And then I'd be like, and then because I'm arrogant, I'd be like, and I did that. So every time they come together, I'd be like, remember it was me. I put y'all together.
Put y'all together. I made that love connection.
Right. Bring me some flowers.
I want to be in the wedding.
The best woman and the best and the groom and the bridesmaid. I'm gonna be both.
I mean, I think that we really have to be more open-minded. Mm-hmm. The dating pool, and I know people are gonna say, you're not in the dating pool anymore, Keya, but I've been in the dating pool. And yes, there's PP, boo-boo, shit. It's a bunch of stuff in the dating pool, right? And it's just like, how do you can't see because it's just all this stuff going on.
It's cloudy. There's too much going on.
Ooh.
I've actually never determined the concept of introducing somebody that I haven't connected with somebody else, but I think it's an interesting concept. Mm-hmm. If I eliminated him as a person that doesn't work out for me, why not?
Yeah.
I've actually never thought about it, but I think it's a great concept.
Yeah. I think that's what is cool about it is because it kind of opens our mind up to something different. Like the concept of, I did it before. I mean, I did this a long time ago without realizing that could actually be a thing. I just did it because I was like, this person, I'm talking about, these two people were almost like so much in sync. I was like, I had to do it. I had to do it. But I didn't really think about it as an ongoing kind of process. Like you talked about it. You never thought about it being a concept. I didn't think about it being a concept when I did it.
Right.
I did it, but I was like, there's other times I think I could have done that,
Mm.
right? Where I could have said, this guy isn't for me, but I think this guy would be great for you. I will tell you, I tried to do it a second time. Interestingly enough, I tried to actually hook somebody up with my ex-husband, my first ex-husband.
Uh-huh.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And so this person said that she did not want to talk to him because she saw me as a friend. And she didn't feel comfortable with dating him because she felt like we were friends. And I said, I just feel like y'all would be more compatible than me and him were. And she was like, yeah, no, I'm not interested.
She's like, I'm weirded out by it.
Because that's like, no.
Yeah.
But
yeah, when you're through, you're through. So
right.
That's
The door's
the whole-
closed.
like I'm not hooking you up with no exes. I'm sorry.
But
That's a little too much.
But it wasn't okay. I think this was the hang up. I didn't see her the way she saw me.
Got it.
You got it?
Yes.
I'm clear. I'm not gonna go deep
Yes.
into that, but we didn't have the friendship on my end. We didn't have the friendship that she thought we had. So
That makes sense.
I was okay with her dating him because I was like, you know, I see my inner tribe, right? Then I got this very close outer tribe, and then there's the people that's just out there.
that's regular
And
friends.
she was out there.
Yeah.
And so, like, not being funny or anything, but because of that, because she was like out there, I didn't see an issue with linking them up because I felt like they would vibe. They had a whole lot more in common, you know, and so I wasn't bothered by it. And you heard what my girl Bina just said. Like, when I'm done, I'm done. So I
Door
like
closed. I told you.
deuces. Like, there are several people that like I can be cool with. Like, we can be, you know, friendship surface level friends, but I don't even see you that way again.
That's over.
Like, because once I put you
It's
in a
over.
different box, that's where you
I
are.
don't even see touching you anymore. Yeah.
I'm like, and why did I date you?
Yeah.
Like, that's how far removed
Right.
I am.
I'm with you. I am with you. I was forgetting. I did it to you. Oh.
What's your name again?
I didn't remember.
Wait a minute. And men be talking about some women are too emotional. Not all of us.
And men will
Some of us
remember
are quite
everything.
detached.
And men will remember everything about whoever they had sex with. They keep that memory. It'd be like locked in a. I could be wrong. Maybe I could be wrong. Maybe men do forget too.
A lot of them do. We'll just say that.
It's like they keep them locked in a
And
vault.
Bina said,
Pull it out later.
Like they got a journal and notes.
they got a journal in the note.
With all types of notes in it.
I'd be like, thank you. Again, that song is in my head. Thank you, next. Thank you, next. Thank you, next.
They cold. Cold.
No,
Just cold,
no,
ladies.
because no, it's not cold. What it is it's learning to close the door because you're going to open the door for something new. See?
That's what it is.
That's a healthy way of.
And okay, so now let's flip it, cousin. Let's ask the men this question.
Which one? What question?
You meet a woman. She fine. She got it going on. Educated. Good job. Nice spot. But y'all just didn't click.
She's just a homegirl.
So they gonna put you in the homegirl category. But what if your boy would be a better fit? Would the men consider doing that? Because we're talking about the women. She talked about only the women doing it. I want to know, would the men do it also? Would the men
And they
say,
haven't slept with her.
and they haven't slept with her, right? Same scenario, just on the men's side. Would the man see a woman that's beautiful, sexy, fine? Like, she fine. She fine. right? But she just not for
Mhm.
me. We just didn't have that love connection, that energy didn't
But
match.
I have a
But
question.
I think she'd be good for my
But you
homeboy.
know what? Okay. While men are typing or thinking about it, and maybe and please correct me if I am wrong or if I'm out of pocket, because I feel like
Don't
men
say
would
it.
just date. They won't matter if they don't feel like his connection. If they look good, they be like, I'm gonna date her. It don't matter. Because and I say that because even older men with younger women, they don't have a lot of they don't have a lot in common with the younger woman, but they choose to date them
Wow.
because they look pretty.
Wow.
So I don't think
You hit me with that.
yeah, like I think men are very and again, I think men are more simple than women. And I'm not
They are.
saying nothing, it's
I
not
agree.
negative. I'm just saying that we do require a lot more than what a man requires most of the time.
Yeah.
Because even the women that they choose, and you be like, she is not a nice person. They do not care.
Don said, yes, I have done this before for a homie. Well, why you ain't answer the
Why
damn
it take you
question
so long
earlier
to
then?
answer? You see, I had a whole conversation before we even. And were you dating somebody at the time? That doesn't count. You have to
Okay,
be
and
single.
Don, give us specifics. Like, you've done this before for a homie. So is this somebody you had 1 date, 2 dates, 3 dates? Was this somebody that you were just interested in and you did that? Like, what's the backstory? I'm interested to know the backstory. As we wait for Don's response, I want to ask Bina about what you just said, which was, you said that you think that it doesn't matter to men because of their just they just want to be attracted. If they're attracted to the woman, they're gonna date her. Period. What are your thoughts, Bina?
So my thoughts on that is, if they're just dating her, they just want to have sex with her. They're just playing with her. They're not looking for a long-term relationship. They're not looking for the woman as marriage material. They just want to casually date her.
No, that's not true.
So they're
That's not.
but okay, well, if the guy doesn't have like, because I hear what you're saying, and I didn't consider that. The men aren't necessarily, we look for connection, right? We look for alignment. We look for those. Men don't necessarily have those.
And if they get it, they are excited about it. Not
right?
they get it,
they look at you and be like, "You
right,
fine.
that's it.
I
I'm
want
gonna
to
bring you
date
around
you."
my homies. The homies gonna see how cute you are.
So what would you do in that instance? Like, how would you feel in that instance? Because you know that this man is likely just dating you, but there's no click. There's no connection.
I wouldn't want to be just a trophy for a guy. I mean, if there's no connection, I would have to break it off.
But you wouldn't know that. He wouldn't
me,
tell
me
her that.
personally.
But he's not going to tell you that. But would you feel it?
I think you should.
Would you feel it and move accordingly?
Yes, I think you would feel it, and I think I personally would move accordingly. And then it also depends on what he's looking for. Because I personally feel like if he is looking for something long term, he's not going to just keep that person around.
Men do though, but
men do that. They do that. So, okay. So Don says, no, I wasn't dating. And it was just a conversation that I had. But I felt that for what she was seeking, my homie would have been. That's good. That's good. My homie would have been a better fit for her due to what she was seeking. You knew that wasn't something that you were seeking. So you introduced her to your homeboy. Now that is.
How did that? So how did?
Oh, Marcus said, repeat what Bina's saying. I'm gonna turn the mic her way so y'all can hear her because she don't want to be in the camera.
But she's a cutie patootie.
about the men dating you when they aren't necessarily like, they're attracted to you, but they're not looking for that connection like you are as a woman. And what did you say about that?
So I said if I didn't have a connection with them, and I personally would not want to continue the relationship, and I feel like you would know whether or not if you and your man had a real connection.
But does she agree though? Does she agree that men, because it was the question that she agree that men tend to do that?
Do you agree that men tend to, if he finds you attractive, he gonna date you regardless? Do you feel that men tend to do that?
I feel like they do that. Yes, I feel like they do that so they can have a trophy girlfriend on their arm, to show off. Yeah, but I feel like they do that just more so to sleep with them, more so to show them off. But I personally feel like it's not for long term. I know what you all are saying, that they could do that for years, but I feel like it's not also. I don't know.
Some of these men marry those women.
They are yes.
They actually marry those women.
Oh, and I met some with mean women. Oh, and they so mean to them, and they just keep them around like.
They actually marry these women.
Maybe I'm giving them too much credit.
Yeah, you giving them too much credit,
right?
Baby.
I'm like, I seen it, and I be like, and maybe mean.
I have too.
You like, you so pretty, but you so ugly inside. You keep around.
Yeah, it's strange because they're more concerned with a trophy wife than a nice wife, a kind wife. They want you to just be pretty and not have anything.
They be like,
else
you don't have to, man.
Because of their ego.
My daddy told me once. I'm gonna tell you, my daddy told me once. I ain't gonna tell him, but don't judge me and my daddy. First of all, don't do it. Don't nobody do it.
Now look,
I'm talking about everybody else. Don't do it.
Oh, I was gonna say
we got a good relationship now because we are adults.
I know how y'all
both
roll.
Adults. Me and my daddy both adults. But he said because he.
Oh,
wait. Don said they eventually got married. That's kind of dope.
Yeah,
that's dope. That's dope. That was good, Don. That was good eye. Good eye.
Yeah.
But my daddy said, he said, you know what they say about crazy women? I said,
they got the good.
I said, well, you going to stick with that crazy woman and her good, okay? While she out here crazy and wilding out.
Wait. So interestingly enough, Bina and I were talking about that even today, about how I feel like men will risk it all for some booty. They will risk it all. They will put their whole life on the line for some booty. And like that to me is like, so are you serious? Like you literally you will put your life, your career, your family, you would jeopardize everything that you have, things that you worked hard for. You would jeopardize your whole life for some booty. One piece of booty. I
remember a movie, but I don't know the name of it. When he called on he said,
your ass don't never know the name. You just be saying stuff. I ain't never coming home. Harlem Nights. Harlem Nights, baby. He said, I ain't never coming home. For some booty.
Sure did. Risked it all.
So Marcus said we are dating the physical, but date for the hopes of a connection. Hope. Keep on hoping. Hoping and a wishing, wishing and a hoping.
Maybe
ain't getting you shit. And they gonna get you shit. And then Don said we'll throw away a whole marriage. I'm talking about you will put it all on the line. I mean, what? How do you move like that?
They be like,
I mean, German chocolate cake is that good. Cannot go to waste. Sign off, sir. Sign off. Right now, Don. Sign off. You are now on dark punishment. You are now on dark punishment. Really, Don? Come on, German chocolate cake is that good. Cannot go to waste.
Man.
Okay. So I think that the consensus is more women will likely do that than men, right? Because the men are going to continue a connection that is really not a
Right.
connection based on the physical attraction. I tend to agree with that. When you said that, I didn't necessarily think about that when I asked that question, but I think that's a real possibility that the man is like, I'm not getting ready. I don't want my homeboy to have this. She fine. Like, I wanted to holler at her. That's just
Snoop
it.
even said, pass to the homies. Now you hit it.
But why did you look so
It ain't no
serious when you
fun.
said it?
It ain't no fun, he said.
I was like, she's gonna say
It's
some
the
old
Holy
profound
Standard.
shit. And you quoting Snoop. You on punishment too.
I knew Snoop said that.
The one thing you get right is a Snoop quote. The one damn thing you get right is a Snoop quote. Walker said you on door time
It
out
was a
too.
perfect
Damn.
time to steer.
Damn, you on door time out too. You and Don, both of the co-hosts, babe. Both of the co-hosts on time out. We'll see y'all next Tuesday. It's done. Look, I feel like as we grow, right? As we heal, as we determine that we can't have a personal relationship with each and every person we meet, that it's okay to identify that this person may be more suitable for that person, right? Sometimes even bringing them into your friendship fold, and they may automatically connect with somebody. Look, I'm good. I got about 1 trillion male friends, okay? Like, I have a lot of male friends, and some of my male friends have connected with some of my female friends. Some of them have not, but I mean, when you pull them in as friends, sometimes that just naturally, it's a very organic kind of thing that can just happen. And then sometimes people don't want to do it because of the friendship connections, right? People are like, well, I don't want to do that because if something goes sideways, it's going to affect our friendship. So that's a thing too. What you think about that, Bina?
I agree.
Yeah, I think a lot of people tend to do that. Like, they might have an attraction to a friend, but then they like, but I don't want it to affect my friendship. What's your thoughts?
I agree. Well, I mean, I agree if they realize they're not ready for what it could be, right? Which is good. That's mature. That's maturity. It's like, okay, I know I'm not ready to settle down, and I would like to, but that's not what I want to do, and so I would rather keep the friendship instead of doing that and mess up the friendship. I think that's maturity.
Yeah. I think that's good. I feel like some of my friends have had connections with my other friends, but I think that they have, like, they resolved to the fact that just wasn't going to go to that level because for whatever reasons they decided we're not going to take it there. So I guess my next question is, how do you feel about you introducing them and then it's some type of big blow up or fallout? Will you have guilt about that?
No, for why? I heard y'all, but y'all moved forward. No, that was on y'all. Don't put me in the middle.
Would you feel guilty if, like, they had some, let's say, like, he put his hands on her, or like,
I'd be mad.
He cheated on her, or
if that was the case,
But are you gonna feel like it's your fault?
No, because I didn't know. I didn't see that in them, but you might have.
Okay, so now the reason I asked that question is because that's a very viable thing that can come up, right? And so you have to determine, if I'm going to feel bad about somebody else's behavior, I shouldn't do this. That's why I asked that question, because sometimes people are like, yeah, I would feel so bad. And I'm like, well, don't do that, because that's not your responsibility.
Once they get together, that's
another person's behavior. It's
and
not your responsibility.
And I just met him. Now I went on a couple of dates with him. Now I saw that we weren't together, so you guys can see what it is. I didn't tell you to go do. I didn't tell you to be with him. I just said, look, see what it. That was your choice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, if I had a guy friend that was passive aggressive and one of my homegirls tried to talk to him, I would say, no, he's passive aggressive. Don't fuck with him.
Like,
Yeah.
and I would say it, but then if she chose to do it, then it's
her choice.
Right.
we all grown in here.
So we agreed that we would warn
Yeah.
at least the person if we knew certain information. Yeah. Okay. Well, I think we're all on the same page as it relates to that. Not that we have to be, but I was interested to know like what people's thoughts were on that, because some people tend to feel guilty about that and take ownership of that. And I don't think you should be trying to link people up if you're going to try to take ownership of other people's behavior. So that was really my point with that question. What did you want to add to that, cousin?
Nothing. That was it. Y'all,
if anything.
Y'all got it. That was good.
Any questions, comments, concerns, complaints that you want to add to the comment section?
Don't come from me.
We don't give a shit about your complaints, but we care about everything else.
You said.
You know I say that every time. Like, every time.
We
don't give a shit about your complaints, but tell us about everything else. You have any comments? You have any questions? You have any concerns? What do you have? And if you don't,
he is on dark. Everybody on dark time.
Now I'm on dark time. Babe, everybody can't be on dark time.
We won't have a show. Everybody else on timeout.
We won't have a show. But what about your timeout to your comments earlier, bro? You just get to say what you want. Okay, I don't see any comments.
Tagged in. He said, "Be the tag in."
He said, "Be the tag in."
You on timeout.
Be the and then why he spelled her name? My baby can't spell for shit.
Her name Bina.
Wait a minute. He spelled it Beanna. Listen, since I don't have no comments or questions, I'm getting ready.
Like Bean.
I'm getting ready to bust my husband out. So let me tell y'all this story.
He was like, Bean, nah.
When we first met, shut up, I'm telling the story. So when we first met, most people know we met at a cigar event, right? So we meet at this cigar event. He buys a book from me, right? And I'm just like, okay, bye. You bought a book. So I go inside of the building because we were sitting outside. Another great topic of discussion to bring forth clarity. Yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to do that, sir.
Another great topic.
So I go to the bathroom. I'm coming out the bathroom and he stops me. And now I ain't in timeout, bro. So he's like, I just wanted to let you know that I like you. I was like, okay. He's like, but I'm on the tail end of a relationship and I don't believe in talking to people. And I was like, okay, bye. Kept walking. I go back to my table and I don't know how, I can't remember the time span. I do have the screenshot if anybody wants proof. You ain't got no version, bro. This is the truth. I don't call it a version. I call it the truth. You call yours the version. Lies are versions. Okay? All right, bro? So, and you can come out with your version. I'm going to post my screenshots. Don't come for me. Okay? So I get this inbox on Instagram, which is a huge turnoff for me. Like, don't try to talk to me on freaking social media. Like, I hate that. So I get a DM, and the DM says, basically in summary, I'll share the screenshot with y'all if y'all need proof. It says, when are you going to do, I would like an invite to a show that you're going to do at this cigar lounge where we have a mutual friend. So he was basically trying to flex on me, y'all. Like, he was trying to tell me he was a member at this specific cigar lounge and that he can get me in there to do a show, not knowing like this person called me his little sister who owns this lounge. So I can do whatever I want to do at this lounge, right? But I don't say nothing. I was like, I don't know. When Jeff asked me, right? So he's like, I asked him, right? Now here go the clout, right? But wasn't shit in that message. I mean, not one word. It wasn't no punctuation. And baby, I was reading this. What does this say? You now? I can mute your mic. See? Y'all think I'm playing? You now? Y'all thought I was playing? No, bro. Don't use Grammarly now. Don't try to use Grammarly now. The proof is showing up. Keep typing, babe. Keep typing. Now, I'm a little bougie because I'm a word bougie somebody, okay? I'm something like an author. I only wrote 10 books. You can't inbox me with all of these misspelled words. I ain't seen a comma or a period in sight. I'm just reading it like, what the hell is going on?
Ooh, that was hilarious.
So, my point is...
You have proven my point.
My point is, you now, I can mute your mic. And the proof is there.
Don't they have autocorrect or something you can't use? You can't use.
He didn't know how to use it back then. He didn't know how to use it back then. I said, bro, this is not how you try to meet a woman. This ain't it. This ain't it.
So what you're saying is, even though if they give me a funky text that they can't spell, they might be worth something. They still might be worth something.
They might. I mean, they might. And I told them, you have to invest in Grammarly and spell check. Because if you send me a text like this, no, I'm going to be very frustrated with you. And our relationship has sustained the test of time because he now uses Grammarly and spell check.
She said, not that word, and it was spelled right.
Not that word. Thank God for Chat GPT. You right, babe. Because this relationship is, I wouldn't be able to do it. I wouldn't be able to do it. I'd be like, what did you say? What is going on? Because he talked like he right? And you know, he got a little stutter every now and then. And so a stutter come out in the stutter come out in his writing. He don't know how to slow down.
Right, his brain is going faster than his words come out. And he is smart, right? And he is smart, right?
He is very smart. He is smart. The brain just be going fast. But don't write me shit. You can't write me nothing.
Don't write no letters. Don't read. He like, Don, write me a poem.
Yeah. He's had Don write several poems for him before.
I'll read
for
it.
Me.
He'll read it. He can read it.
Yeah. And you guys, that's why y'all see he'll tell Don, just read the shit. Next week on next Tuesday, when y'all come back for their show, watch. He'll say, Don, just read that. It's too many words.
That's funny.
You know I love you, babe. It's all in fun and jokes, but it's funny because the reason why I share that is because I said I would never date somebody that sent me a social media message, right? So sometimes we gotta be careful about our word choices because I not only dated him, I dated him. Yeah. With spell check and Grammarly. and Chat GBT. It has saved us. So we didn't see any comments or questions from you all. So we're gonna close this thing out. Shimeka, do your
Let's
thing.
take a deep breath. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5. We thank you guys for showing up. We appreciate your energy. We thank you for laughing with us. And may all of life come to us with ease and joy and glory. How does it get any better than that? And what else is possible?
Yes. Thanks you all as usual for joining us for another session of Date Affirm the Real. I'm Keya McClain, the poet.
Shimeka, the DAR therapist.
Now you got a list.
It's all there.
Mike Tyson. Looking like Mike Tyson. Y'all know we ain't got no. Y'all know this. And y'all keep coming back.
Right.
Y'all keep coming back, and we appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Everybody say hi to Bina. Say thanks to Bina for coming here with me. This is my friend from high school, y'all. We graduated together, and she is in Dallas visiting. And so I'm glad that she was able to sit in on the podcast with us tonight. Bina, Beena, Bina.
Great job, y'all.
Thanks, Bina B. All right, y'all. Until next time, peace.
Seeing eyes of mine, you see, there are no trees inside of me.